Welcome to Recalling Spirits November series, Living a Blessed Life. This is November of 2023. I don't even know how that's possible. Do you? Anyway, in this month of Thanksgiving that we celebrate, I'm going to be asking all of us to be celebrating Thanksgiving in our hearts, no matter what the appearance in our lives may be, no matter what the appearance in the world may be. So the title of this message today is Count Your Many Blessings. There's this wonderful hymn that we sang it all the time in that old Baptist church in South Dakota, and it goes like this. Count your many blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. And as we sat in that pew together, I had two brothers and two sisters, and we all sat as a family. And when we sang Count Your Many Blessings, name them one by one, my dad would reach over and he would whisper in my mom's ear, Patty Shar and Lowell Les Gale. And we all just had really big smiles in our hearts and on our faces because we knew that we were being counted as a blessing in this family. So I want us to just take a journey inward to count our blessings. When was the last time where you looked at your life and you were thoughtful about it and you said, oh, that may have started out in a negative way, but I can see a blessing in it now. There are two concepts that I would like to share with us today. First of all, what is your material concept of good? What does that material concept of good mean to you? Does it mean a lavish lifestyle? Does it mean good health? Does it mean a fancy car? Does it mean a big house on the hill? What is your material concept of good? So hold that in your heart for a moment. And then that second concept is to look at your life deeply from that heart area, from that chakra of the heart, and look at it and ask, what concept is driving my life forward? Look at your heart and see what material concept of good is driving your life forward, and look at your life and see what energy is driving your life forward. So we're going to take a journey inward to the heart throughout this whole series because Thanksgiving and counting your blessings comes from the inside out. So if I had to ask you a question, what drives your life forward? Is it that material concept of good and living a lavish lifestyle? Or is it driven by perhaps guilt, resentment, anger, or one of the things that I have talked to many people about is what drove their life forward was their need for approval. So as we look at both of these concepts in our life, we can see where we are counting our blessings and where we are not. To live a blessed life, we must examine our hearts and to see what beliefs are driving it forward. If it is a concept of material good, do you feel like you're putting your life on hold, waiting for that good to come because somebody else has to give it to you? If we are putting our life on hold for any reason, we are not looking at the deep value of that divine nature that we were created in and out of. In Jeremiah 29:11, it says this, know that I have a plan for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a good future. we have planted within the DNA of our very spiritual nature that there are plans made for us that are good and powerful, and they are steeped in our own divine nature. And now we have to call upon those beliefs that are within us that have kept us from maybe celebrating our life with great thanksgiving. You know, many things happen to us and we say to ourselves, I can't be thankful for that. I mean, that person really did this or that to me. Or we become victim to our circumstances. That is not counting our many blessings. That is becoming a victim to our own divine nature. So when you ask yourself these questions, am I driven by guilt? Am I driven by honesty? Am I driven by a need for approval? Am I driven by anger? Whatever that is, however we answer those questions, and let's go to the lavish lifestyle. If you're not experiencing that lavish lifestyle that you had of your concept of good, why is it? I can exactly answer that question for you. It is in a belief that we hold right here. If we are not demonstrating in our everyday world exactly what we want and we desire, it's because of some limited belief that we have. And so that's why I'm asking us to really look at, during this month of November, of how to live a blessed life and to count our many blessings. We have so many blessings in the right here and right now. You woke up this morning, didn't you? That's a blessing. You woke up and you said, I'm going to put my feet on the floor and I'm going to go about my morning and I'm going to cook breakfast and make a cup of coffee. And guess what? Those are blessings. Those are blessings in our life. So as we look at our daily activities, as we look larger into our life throughout what we would like to demonstrate, let's take a close examination of how can we look at our lives as a blessing and not anything negative. The first place where we must begin is right here and right now, right where we are. So as you are watching this video on November 5th or whatever date you choose to watch it on, look around. Look around. What do you see outside? Did your television go on? Those are the blessings that we all take for granted in our life. And in order to experience more of the very natural blessings that we have to count the exterior blessings and hold them deep within our heart and within our consciousness. To live a blessed life, we must examine our hearts and to see where our deepest beliefs lie. So this week, as we journey together out into the world in this beautiful month of November, being the Thanksgiving month, as we journey out, look at your life from the very time that you wake up in the morning and constantly throughout the day. And look at your life and count your blessings. And even let's say that you're walking and you stub your toe or you do something that you didn't really want to do. Let's just count that as a blessing. Count that as a blessing because it is a reminder that what we have stored in our hearts is what we demonstrate in the manifest world. So let's look at our lives, count our blessings, name them one by one, and then remember what Jeremiah wrote. He said, God said, know that I have plans for you, plans to prosper you, and plans not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. So as you are looking at these two concepts in life, remember this solid affirmation from the Old Testament. Know that I have plans for you, plans to prosper you, and not to harm you, and to give you hope and a good future. So please contact me this week at recallingspiritministries.org, and know that I am always reaching out to you with love and from my heart. And my plans for you are that we together, we make a difference by counting our blessings, and we live this month of November with a Thanksgiving song in our hearts, because together we absolutely do make a difference. And I am knowing with you and for you that the life that you desire to create is yours right now by the very beliefs that you hold. Remember that the place where you stand is indeed holy ground. I give thanks that this is so, and so it was. Amen. Thank you for joining us this week for the message of love and light. We are grateful for our members and everyone who made it possible to spread our message of hope and possibility to the world. If you found meaning, joy, purpose, comfort, or direction from our videos, I invite you to share the word with your family and friends. Join our growing community and help us spread the love of light even farther. You can start by saying, as they say, hitting the like button and smashing subscribe. Also, please visit us at recallingspiritministries.org to learn more about us and to participate in our weekly prayers of affirmation.